Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you I'm a legend. From YO to the Veil to the Mongo spot on Creston. Always been 1,000, never ever been a lame. Lay a nigga down for these 3 letters on my chain.
Peace, y'all. What's shaking with it, man? You already know how it's going down. This is your dog, your homie, J Hood and all that. And you are now tuned into a brand new episode of Tales from the Hood vlog series, man. Stop what you're doing right now. Go stream and download all of my music. Everything is available on all digital streaming platforms. So go run me up, support the kid. I definitely appreciate you, man. Follow my new Instagram page while you at it, at RealJHood_. All right. The name is located at the bottom right hand corner of this video if you forget. So please follow your boy. I appreciate you. All right. With that being said, let's get into today's episode. What we're going to talk about today is the time that Kiss got upset with me for selling a watch that he gave me. Right. Let's go. So, okay, this took place when I was still living in Yonkers on Morningside Avenue. This apartment was actually the apartment that burned down. You know what I mean? This is a joint that I was, living with my mom's in. So, and the funny thing about this all took place the same year that the crib burned down. So it probably happened about 4 to 5 months before that, right? So, okay, let's get back into it. So during the same time, my mother, she was just experiencing the effects from liver disease. She didn't know at this particular time that that's what was causing these issues that she was having. But eventually she later found out that that's what it was. So she had stopped working for like a month or two. So I was having to pick up the extra load helping out with the bills and shit like that, right? So we had a photo shoot with this new watch company called Ice Tech. They had some pretty dope shit. So I guess they thought that it would be like a good move to pay us to do some promo for them because we was hot out there at this time, right? So we ended up doing this shoot for them. They gave us 4 watches and shit for doing it. My watch was worth like $4,500. It had like a square face, diamond flooded bezel. The band was made of ostrich skin. It was blue. They gave Luch a rectangular face one. The band was made out of ostrich skin. I think his shit was like black, I think. P got like the same shit, but his band was red. And the joint that they gave Kiss, his band was yellow, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, my shit was worth $4,500. They shit was worth like $55, right? So anyway, we ended up doing the promo for them. The ad was in like every major hip hop magazine. I'm talking about the Source, XXL, Rise, like any hip hop magazine that you name, that shit was in there. So it was a good look for us. Okay, so what happened was Kiss ended up giving me the watch that they had gave him, right? Because his watch collection was stupid anyway, so he didn't really need it. Plus, it was probably like the least expensive watch that he had. So now, at this point, I have like 4 watches in my watch collection because I had a few before then. And it happened to be the least expensive watch that I had too. So, like I said, I was just dealing with a lot from, having to help out my moms with the bills to having a autistic sister that I had to dedicate a lot of my time to helping my moms with. Also, dealing with the everyday life of a teenager trying to, juggle the newly obtained notoriety that he's receiving, having to try to keep up with the Joneses as far as making sure that I look presentable as an artist and making, the clique that I'm repping look good. So I got to do certain shit while I'm out. And then I ain't even have it the way that I needed to have it to do a lot of this shit. But, I made do with what I had. So now I fell on, I ain't gonna say hard times, but I fell on a time that I needed all the money that I could get. And I got tired of going to these dudes and asking them for shit like that. Cause you know what I mean? It came to a point, I'm like, man, damn, man, I'm getting I shouldn't have to do certain shit, right? So it's I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain when you put in a position to make you feel like you need niggas and shit like that. I got tired of that. So anyway, I told a couple of my friends that I knew was getting money that, yo, dog, I'm about to get rid of one of my watches and shit. If you're trying to add something to your collection, let me know. I told them niggas what I needed. And like I said, I knew a couple people that was really getting money, but only a few of them were really invest in something like that. So I'm like, the first nigga that holler, I'm gonna give it to him. So the nigga that ended up hollering was my guy like that. So he ended up buying it for like 4 racks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gave it to him. And like I said, the money went to good use. Kiss ended up finding out that I sold the watch to him because he ended up seeing the homie with the watch on. So he asked him where he got it from. And obviously he told the nigga, you know, he bought it from me and all this other type of shit. So Kiss ended up telling me, he like, yo, what happened to the watch I gave you? I'm like, yo, bro, I sold that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I needed the bread. Something came up and I had to help out with what I had to help out with. He like, man, see, you can't be doing shit like that. I'm like, bro, I am not gonna lie to you, man. I can't be out here shining and all that, and you know what I mean? I'm not financially stable, and it just don't sit right with me. You feel me? Like, I'd rather get the bread or have bread than have ice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm totally appreciative at the fact that you gave it to me. You gave me the watch, but I had to do what I had to do. And, you know, that's life. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, and that was one of those times. So he was mad for a little minute, but eventually he got over it. You feel me? When, you know, I explained to him what it was. But on that note, I need everybody to make sure that you drop a comment, right? Like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out my last video. Make sure you check out the next video after this. Follow me on Instagram at RealJHood_. And until next time, man.